Hey, welcome back. I'm Dustin.
I'm Leslie.
We're the Wayward Waggs. We are former full-time RV travelers.
That's right.
We've come off the road and now we don't do RV content as much anymore.
No.
We sometimes talk about RV stuff, which we're going to do this week.
Okay.
Circling back to some of the stuff because
I like that.
Over the past 5 years where we traveled, we had a lot of experiences, lots of things that we learned from that you could learn from, things that we messed up that we can help you not mess up from. You can learn from our mistakes. So we'd like to share that stuff. We still have some valuable information and some insight, I think. So this week,
what you got?
This is also fun because Leslie never knows what we're going to talk about until she sits down here. So I just bring this on her, get her raw emotions and raw feelings, unedited, uncut, what you actually really think.
Yes.
So the subject of this video is full-time RV travel financially stupid?
Oh, okay.
Is it dumb? Is it a bad move?
Can be.
Yeah, I
Most definitely can be.
I think it probably is a bad decision financially. In more cases than not.
It depends on
how
financially well off you are from the beginning.
That's true. And first of all, let me define what we're talking about here. So what I'm talking about is full-time RV travel.
Okay.
Not like, oh, we spend a lot of time in our RV. Not weekenders.
We're gone all summer.
Or even most timers, right? I'm not even talking about people who still have like a house. I'm talking about people like your primary residence
gave it all up for
on the road. Is that smart financially?
Okay, gotcha.
Most cases, no, not smart.
And guess what? That's what we did.
Yeah, that's what we did. But we went into it with a plan. I think you have to have a plan. Now, the first part of that is, are you financing your RV and your vehicle, or are they paid off?
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
That does play a factor.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
In our case, we financed our RV and we financed our truck. So we really weren't making any ground. We weren't saving money by being on the road.
No, it's kind of like a lateral move.
It really was break even. Yeah. Because with
continuing our lifestyle just on a smaller scale.
And on the road, So we traded basically our mortgage for our RV payment and campground sites.
Yes.
And we still had a vehicle payment.
Always had
still had all the insurance stuff. The good thing is we had no debt.
Yes.
So that's a good thing. You have to take into consideration that stuff too.
Yes.
So a truck or a tow vehicle, if you're at a Class A, not a good investment. I mean, vehicles are considered liabilities. Yes. Because they don't improve in value. No. RVs are considered liabilities because they don't improve in value. Yes. So you're taking this house, which
does improve with value,
and you're selling it, and then you're getting these other items that are not improving.
Yeah.
So you're really kind of going backwards, and you're kind of putting yourself in a situation where you're like a renter. Yeah. Not a homeowner anymore. Yeah. Because you do own the RV, but as soon as you pull it off the lot, guess what? You're not ever getting what you paid for it ever again. No. Total opposite from a house. Yeah. And this RV's bouncing down the road and stuff's breaking.
It's taking some hits.
And so once you get past that first year of warranty, now you're...
Unless you bought extended. But
now whatever you got, you got.
Yeah.
And even if you do have the extended warranty, you don't have a home base like we didn't. If something seriously goes wrong with that RV,
because
now what?
Extended doesn't cover everything. That's the thing, and usually doesn't cover the really important, expensive stuff.
Exactly.
So,
so you really put yourself in a situation where you're like, I could be in a situation where my RV has to be in the shop for a long time, and I have no place to live. Yeah. So you either got to stay with friends and family, or you got to dig into your savings to stay in a hotel.
Hotel or cabins if you can rent a cabin.
So that is financially scary.
Yes.
And that money goes fast.
Sure does.
When you're staying in a hotel or something.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you're staying with family, your welcome wears out pretty fast too, probably. Yeah. They're like, hey man, when's your RV gonna be ready, dude?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, We like family in spurts. We don't want long-term living conditions.
Exactly. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Brooklyn Bedding. We've had our mattress for over 3 years now. We had it in the RV, and now we have a Brooklyn Bedding mattress in the new house.
And it's by far been the best night's sleep we've ever had.
Yeah, and one of the good parts about it is it's factory direct pricing, and so you have to worry about middlemen jacking up the price on you.
And I love that they give you a 120-night sleep trial, so if you don't like it, you can send it back. If you need a different firmness level, they'll swap it out. It's perfect.
Also comes with a 10-year warranty, so if for any reason you have any issues with your mattress over the next 10 years, which is insane,
yeah,
you can send it back and they'll send you a new one.
And it's shipped for free, direct from the factory in Arizona.
And the best part about it is we can save you 30% on your next purchase of a Brooklyn Bedding mattress. We'll leave a link in the description below. All you have to do is use the promo code WAGS when you check out. When we hit the road, we had a budget. We had a financial plan. I had a predictable, reliable income through military retirement and VA disability. So I feel like if you're going to just take the leap, you have to have several of those things in place.
Yeah.
You definitely need a budget that you need to try to stay with. We busted our budget quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because you get caught up traveling. You get caught up.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm on vacation all the time.
Yeah.
And you're always running
do everything and
running
see
into
everything.
friends. Yeah, you want to go exploring. Everything costs money.
Yeah.
You want to eat out more because
you're meeting people. You go out more.
Especially when you are influencers like we are, so you meet people and they're like, hey, I want to go out to dinner with you, and you're like, okay, and then you're going to dinner 3 or 4 times a week, and you're like, oh.
Which is totally fine with me because I don't cook. So.
But financially,
it's
not
tight.
good.
Yes.
Not good. The last thing you want to do is get trapped on the road. Yeah. Because you potentially could get stuck. Financially, you could get trapped on the road. There's a bunch of different ways to get trapped. You can get trapped by a breakdown, health-related issues. Yeah. Financially, you could get trapped too because, let's say, when we sold our house, we didn't make any money. We broke even on the house. Yeah. And then we bought the RV. And then we bought the truck. So if we didn't have a predictable, reliable income, or if I was like doing like remote work and somehow I lost my job or had a health issue or something like that, we could potentially have been in a position to where we can't even afford to come off the road. True. We're now trapped. And that does happen to a lot of people. We now live in this RV whether we want to or not. Yes. But then you gotta start making contingencies. Okay, now what am I gonna do? Now I gotta work camp, or I gotta settle down at a campground and find a local job.
Find a real job, yeah.
I gotta go, monthly campground fees or annual campground fees. I might be living in a place I don't even like. Yeah. Just to financially dig myself out so I can get back off the road. These are all things that you don't want to happen.
That stresses you out.
Yeah, and then RV life's not fun.
No. Definitely not.
It's not even RV travel anymore because you're just trapped in one spot.
It's just RV living.
So you went from living in your house with your job and your car, which, it's boring life, to the awesome RV travel life.
Seeing the world.
And then a couple months later, because you didn't financially plan properly or do the right things, now you're back in the same situation where you're working a job, but now you live in an RV instead of a house. Yeah. And it's in a place you probably don't even want to live. So you've just gone in the old total opposite direction that you wanted your life to go.
Yeah. Yeah. It could do a total 180. It absolutely could.
So, and I'm sure that this has happened to people.
It's happening right now to somebody. Yeah. For sure.
Hopefully it's not happening to anyone who's watching this right now. And hopefully if you're thinking about full-time RV life, you're thinking about a lot of these things.
And people did stress to us before we even made the leap that you shouldn't give up your home. We didn't need a 2-story home, though. I wasn't keeping that house. Yeah. Regardless. That's too much house. But I understand now why people say you need to have something to come back to.
I think even from day one, if you're going to sell your house and hit the road from day one and every day on, you need to have enough money to come off the road right now. If you have to, you need to have enough money to come off the road right now. And we had that. So we were never worried about being trapped on the road. Yeah. And we're trying, that's what the purpose of this video is to prevent you from being trapped. Hopefully you're not already. Yeah. And you can get caught up. You can get caught up in watching the YouTube videos and the social media influencers. And there are, let's face it, and I'm not calling anybody out by name, but there are some irresponsible social media influencers who are telling people, it doesn't matter how much money you got, it doesn't matter what kind of rig you got, it doesn't matter what kind of vehicle you got, just get out there and do it right now. Do it right now. It does matter. Because
to a degree. Yeah, it matters to a degree.
You could potentially put yourself in an even worse situation. Yeah. So, you want to get out there, you want to do it, you want to get all these experiences before you're too old.
It is very easy to get caught up in a lot of that on the aspect of some that have been doing it for a while and took off right away, and they're making great money, and they have the finances coming in through doing social media stuff, that it makes it look so much more glamorous and fun to get out there and do it. But you have to bring yourself back down to earth and be like, I don't have that income coming in from YouTube videos and sponsors, and I don't have that, so I can't get caught up with that mentality.
And we tried our best. When we were out on the road, we tried our best to relay to you, the viewer, that, hey, this is what you see on every Sunday morning on our channel. It's not how our life is every single day. No, as a matter of fact, 5 or 6 days out of the week,
4 or 5,
we're not doing much exciting. No. We're 1 or 2 days a week we're out exploring. We film all that, we put it in a video, and then on Sunday you get to see it all. So it looks like a continuous great time all the time. But even when you're full-time RV traveling, life happens. You're still going to do life stuff. Family stuff's still going to come up. Financial stuff's still going to come up. Stuff with your kids is still going to come up.
Oh my God. Don't even get me started with that one.
You're not always going to be able to travel to where you want to go. You think, well, I'm going to be free. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and go wherever I want, any time of year. It's probably not going to happen.
No.
Other stuff's going to come up. So now, we are just talking about the financial part of it, so I'll get back to that. Just make sure you do smart things. Have a plan. Don't just go out there and trust the social media influencers. Anybody can just do it and just do it, because chances are it's not going to go exactly like it is for their story.
It's a smaller cluster of highly successful YouTubers out there. It's small, and they are awesome at what they're doing. They are knocking it out of the park, but that is not everybody who's on YouTube.
Yeah, and I'm not just talking about influencers. I'm talking about there's people out there who do remote jobs. They're very successful.
Yes.
Out on the road full time, having a great time. Get to see stuff in between work, and they have a very good balance. Yeah. And when they're off work, they're traveling and seeing new stuff, and that's great. But you have to have some kind of plan. You can't just go out there and wing it. And we have met people, and we've run into people who are winging it.
Yeah.
And they're struggling. And we've met people who are trying to come off the road, and they're struggling because they didn't plan properly. So now...
And I kind of think now it's probably even harder now than when we started to come off the road, because everything is so expensive right now.
Interest rates are higher. Everything's more expensive.
Wasn't necessarily the case 6 years ago when we did it.
Yeah, so now you're getting people who are coming off the road, who now... they're getting another mortgage because they came off the road. Yeah. They can't sell their RV because...
Yes, we do know people who have been trying for a long time to sell RVs.
So now they got a mortgage and an RV payment, and maybe a vehicle payment for a big truck that they don't really need or use anymore, but they're not towing their stuff. So now every month they're just going backwards and backwards and backwards financially. And then it doesn't take long for you to get over your head and drown financially. So make sure you're financially good. It hurt. It financially hurt coming off the road. It did.
It did.
Yeah.
And all that stored up stuff, savings. I mean, we were lucky that we did store YouTube money up. Mm-hmm. We, like squirrels, we nutted it away. Just so when we bought the more expensive home, we paid cash for everything in it.
Yeah.
So that didn't hurt us.
So that's good.
Yeah.
So
save that for a rainy day.
That's just the financial part of it. So if you have a great financial plan, do it. If you're thinking about going full-time and you have a good financial plan, you have a good budget, you have a predictable, reliable income coming in, or you have a retirement plan, do it. Go do it and have fun.
Absolutely.
And you won't get stuck if you are finding. And then if you're not stuck, you'll have fun. Now, you're probably going to go backwards on the RV when you go to sell it. You're going to go backwards on the vehicle when you go to sell it. But if you have enough money to do that, then do it, because taking that financial hit is worth it for the experiences.
But yeah, if you feel you got your money's worth of your RV to begin with.
Which I think we did. In all of our travels, we didn't save any money. We broke even pretty much throughout the whole time. But doing our stuff on YouTube, even after donating over $50,000 to veteran organizations, we still had enough to comfortably come off the road without financially just obliterating ourselves.
Yeah.
And so we are fortunate enough to look back on that time and go, yeah, we didn't make any money. We lost probably a little bit of money on the RV and the truck and coming off the road, but was it worth it? Absolutely was worth it. Yeah. Now, if we had gotten smashed financially and had to stop somewhere and work camp and stop and save up money to come off the road, the experience probably would have been a little different.
Yeah, we'd have a little bit mixed feelings.
Yeah, I'd probably like, well, maybe looking back,
good points, but what's gonna stick is those negatives mostly.
Yeah,
that's just human nature. Those stick out more than the fun ones.
Yeah. So, moral of the story: if you're thinking about doing it, or if you're in the middle of doing it right now, financially, have a good plan. Awesome. Do it and have fun, and don't look back. You might take a little bit of a hit at the end, but it's okay. It's going to be worth it. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have a good financial plan, abort. Stop. Get a plan. Build a nest egg first, and then go do it responsibly.
Or just don't be a full-timer.
So that's it for what our thoughts on, is RV life financially stupid? The short answer is yes.
It can be.
But it can be worth it also. Mm-hmm. So hey, stick around for a few seconds. We're going to honor a fallen hero. If you want to get involved with helping us help veterans, everything you need to know is right down in the description of the video. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.